Hey everybody, got a quick video today about how to use a workflow action to manually push somebody into an event. So sometimes you might have events that use different forms. You might not be using the simple events form, but today we're going to talk about how you can use a workflow and how you can push them into simple events. So with that, I'm going to pull up HubSpot here. My emails, let's go over to automations and go to workflows. Now, in the pro accounts of Simple Events and Hire, we automatically create this registered, attended, and no-shows workflow. Now, let's say my simple event that I have right here, I need to create a manual registration. So I'm going to copy and keep my name convention, and I'm going to say create a new workflow from scratch. And right now, this has to be a contact-based workflow. We do have plans for other style workflows, but right now it is a contact-based. So what we're going to do is say next. And the first thing, rename the workflow. I don't want that named workflow ever out there. So I'm going to say create an attendee. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm not going to set a description. It's pretty simple. And I'm going to set up my action. So now as I come down here and click on simpleevents.io, you will see register contact for an event. And it will only display, just so you all know, active or available event. So if you mark the event as complete, those events aren't here. You can't push anybody into it. It's like locked. And that is something that Simple Events and HubSpot both treat the same way. So once you mark the event as complete. So I'm going to select demo event, and you can see here, it's going to push this information in. Now you hit save. Awesome. Now at this point, you would want to set up your trigger. You could turn this on and do manual enrollment and select those individuals. Or if you have a list, use a list enrollment. Whatever works for you, you can choose. So if I just said here, we'll just pick a random list that I have. Apparently it's called clone, and I will review and publish it. I like to, when I'm manually creating registrations, if it's not using a form or some other form that's out there or some other automation, because you could trigger off a property, you could trigger off anything. When you enroll it, you could do a manual and create your own list that way. So then people aren't automatically added that you maybe do something elsewhere. So that is how you can use the workflow action to register a contact as an attendee into any event or one event. Now, the cool thing is with this setup, you could also use a single form if you're running 3 events and do a branching effect. And what does that look like? Let me show you. So this one is triggered off a specific sub workflow, but as you scroll down, we've got a new member coffee, and they could pick the dates that they want to go into. Now, this is really cool because then you can create and keep updating. So like, for example, August 8th at the time of this video has already passed and they've marked the event as complete. You could actually go and add your next branch for the future event and keep that one form controlling everything. You don't have to use the simple events form. You can use, in this case, like a new member coffee form that has multiple date options. This is how you can enroll those people to go into different events. It is a great, fun way to do that. With that, that's the quick video just talking about how you can use a workflow action to register contacts into an event manually. Remember, keep it simple.